And I went to my parents. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. Boom. It was like, really? Like, they feel real to me. It's like, how you gonna make money on social media? How you gonna do this?
So what was next?
I was gonna be a state trooper.
You already know the main reason why I brought you here to begin with. How in God's name you did these stunts?
I knew it was coming.
Welcome everybody to another edition of Convos with Bishop. My name is Bishop. As always, it's always a great day to have a great day. Beautiful Miami. We are in the mix of Art Basel 2024. Appreciate the viewership. Appreciate everybody for following and also supporting us. The movement, only the best as always. And even though it is Art Basel, I'm always the type of man that I always like to, seize the opportunity whenever it comes to having, dope ass conversations and be able to, push the needle forward. The guest I have right now is someone who I've known for about a couple years. Maybe because we're, kind of from the same one of the states. I feel like I've known this man forever. It doesn't really feel like I've known you for like almost 1 or 2 years, honestly. Right. Feels like I've definitely known him forever, man. A person that is a great hard worker within the fitness and also the wellness brand as well too. You've definitely seen him in the multiple platforms of House of Highlights, ESPN, doing the craziness of the crazies that I will probably never even think about even doing in my 3 lifetimes. Yeah, man, he's an overall dope person, man, and just one of the hardest working men I know too, man. Mr. Matthias, right?
Yeah,
man, how are you, sir?
That's good.
How are you, brother?
I appreciate it, Bishop, the GOAT.
I appreciate it, man. Definitely, man. Definitely, man. I'm happy. This was a long time coming, man. We were supposed to have this conversation a while back, man.
You busy.
We both busy, man. We both busy. You over here building gyms and, going crazy and hanging on chandeliers and stuff, you know what I'm saying? While, having 100-pound plates and stuff. It's just wild. But so how you doing, by the way?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I could get the time to come down here, meet beautiful, great people like
Appreciate
you in your community, man. I'm just super blessed because not everybody get the opportunity I get each and every day. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here too, man. Appreciate your time, man.
Yes,
so listen, like everybody knows you as like the fitness guru, the person that just is the fitness viral just brand that you are. Right. But how I always like to start to like really start from the the humble beginnings. Right. Like the where, I mean? Like where you first, grew up and all that, because a lot of people doesn't necessarily know that story. Or at least, our audience does not know that. Right. So, the floor is yours, man. The floor is yours, man. Definitely like to hear like your inception as far as like how you grew up and everything else too, and how you led into
how deep you want me to get,
bro? Well, pause first of all.
That was
crazy.
Flag us on that.
That was crazy. That was wild. How far do I want you to go back, man? Bro, let's go back. Let's go back in high school.
High school?
Yes. How was Matthias in high school?
High school, bro. I just take it back to Pop Warner because like I played football, right? I played football at the highest level known to man. So I grew up inner city, Albany, New York. Very rare a human like me coming from that place, one of one. Don't really meet like-minded people myself. Grew up with a disability, comprehension and grammar disability.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't read, couldn't write pretty good. I got affected by lead paint as a child. My mom had me at 15 years old.
Oh, wow, okay.
I grew up in a house of probably 12 people. Like, I could get, it's like I came against the odds, been bullied, been made fun of, all type of stuff, and my dad was locked up in prison. So he was in and out of prison, really wasn't present in my life. And, when I was super young, I got, I was, one of them kids that got molested, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of people, that's the first time I said something like that on air. So I was like, how deep you want me to get? I kind of just want people to know where I come from and why I do what I do, because I wasn't the golden spoon or the silver spoon, but I think God put me in certain spaces to thrive. So I use everything I was built upon as a child, coming to inner city, being the WIC child, on Section 8. So I just, once I found football, it was like that gold, trophy you've been always wanting, but you never knew what it meant.
Mhm.
So as I like started developing my mask of my person, my character was through football. And I just started rolling with it. As I got better, I was never the best, but I was always the hardest worker with a little bit of talent.
Mhm.
And then I got through there. Then I got a couple offers to play high school ball at Christian Brothers Academy. It's
Mhm.
up in Albany, New York. Then from there, I went to CB. I went to
It's
Bishop
one of the
again.
best. It's one of the best schools in Miami, right? I mean,
So
in New York,
yeah,
right?
so right now,
Yeah.
they're pretty good. Like when I was there, they was good. It was like if you was from Albany, you was good.
Mhm.
You was going to a private school.
Mhm.
So I
Mhm.
was like, I mean, my mom, like, she like would, take out her savings for me just to, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
she worked very hard, 3 jobs, like she have a few assistants from like my grandmother and my aunt. I grew up with women. I mean, I
Mhm.
grew up with
Mhm.
women, grew up with female cousins,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? And they just showed me how what work was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
How was
saying?
it though? Like, how was that exactly as far as like growing up? Because I relatively grew up, with
Yeah.
women as well too. I mean, I had my grandfather as well too, but I
Yeah.
had most like my aunts.
Mhm.
My mom was in Miami at the time,
Mhm.
and also my grandmother as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, how did the female nurturing side definitely affected like like your upbringing?
It showed me to like protect, be a
Okay.
protector. Cause my mom, I never like till today, I'm always like my mom needs something. I'm gonna like try my best to help to what I can, but
Hmm.
never put a load on her. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Any woman
Hmm.
in my life, I don't like to put load on. I don't like to
Hmm.
express too much
Hmm.
of my feeling,
Hmm.
because I always like I could just express that through playing like a
Of
massive
course.
sport.
Of
So
course.
I think that was like, not putting a load on them, but being cherished, being loveful, and, just trying to figure out like the balance of like how can you have that connection with the feminine energy, but
Hmm.
also have your masculine energy to be out useful
No,
with.
no, definitely. And then when it comes to football, did you play any other sports?
Yeah, so I played every sport. I did
Okay.
martial
Okay.
arts, I did baseball, I did
Yeah.
I played multiple sports, bro. Like I was better at baseball, but football was I was pretty good too. So I just chose
Mhm.
football because I was like,
My
I
first
could
sport,
be angry.
my yeah, yo. So my first sport was actually soccer.
Really?
Yeah, soccer and baseball. I didn't even
Sheesh.
touch basketball, football up until like middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely,
Now,
definitely.
yeah, he was I mean, he had a shot at playing pro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like me and him, his brother, we that's why we connected because like me and his brother was like super tight and like he
Hmm.
played soccer, so
Hmm.
I know
Hmm.
what you mean.
No,
Yeah.
no, definitely, definitely. And then football, I believe, teaches things that other sports necessarily can't teach. I think that
100%.
I think football is,
100%.
basketball too a little bit, but football is I've always said this. Football is one of those sports where like it's very, very it's teachable moment all the time because you cannot progress on a play unless
Mhm.
if all 11 people are on the same page at the same time.
Exactly. Bro,
Because
this
if one person is off,
yeah,
it's a false start going back 5 yards. And a lot of people don't really see that. So
yeah.
really just like instilling discipline, work ethic, within, I guess men is definitely very, very important. So what college you play for?
I went to Wagner in Staten
Oh,
Island.
you went to Wagner.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
Division 1 is FCS. There was
Hmm.
like a mid-tier
Hmm.
FCS school, but yeah.
Nice, nice. And then after that, then when you got into fitness, right? Like, was it more so? I don't want to necessarily jump too far, but like, was it
Mhm,
more so of like, okay, you played your sports, you played your NFL at the highest level,
mhm.
and then after that, I just need something else, or did you always have aspirations to become like a fitness entrepreneur?
So it was like I had this coach in college, Wagner. So I played 2 years. The coach recruited me. The other coach retired. Brought this other coach in. The coach wanted to revamp the whole program, so he tried to put me to the back burner.
Mm,
So I kind of was like, I would like second guess of like, damn, do I really? Because he would really challenge me. Like I would rush for 250 in a game, 3 TDs, right? ESPN Player of the Week.
mhm.
And he like, all right, new starter of the week. You know what I mean? Back to square one.
Oh,
You know how
word.
sometimes it'd be like, all right, if you played really good, you have a higher chance of starting the next game? No. I mean, he really challenged me. So some games I'll be like, damn, is this really worth it?
Hmm.
But I guess God was like testing me
Yeah.
repetitionally to see if I was gonna fail and give
Hmm.
in. So I would never do. So I would play special teams, start running back, I was everywhere. Like I was gonna be everywhere regardless. Like kind of like Travis Hunter. I was just everywhere.
Got
But
it.
yeah, so I knew I was like, he asked me, he's like, what do you want to do if you don't make it to the league or whatever? I was like, I always wanted to have like a gym, but I didn't really, it was crazy because like thinking about it at that time, I was like, I didn't know how the hell I was gonna get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was like, it's there in my head, but I don't know how I'm gonna pursue it.
Yeah.
But nah, yeah. So it was something in my head.
And then, so what team did you play for?
So I got a free agent contract with the New York Giants, and then I made it up to like preseason, got cut. Then I was like trying out. I was one of them hoppers from like Green Bay, Viking, and then Bills. And I was like, damn, then my coach called me. I was about to give up. My coach called me, Coach Patterson at Wagner. He's like, hey, we got an opportunity for you to come and do a workout for the Argonauts, Toronto. I'm like, I bet it's at Wagner. So I drove down to Wagner, ran a 40, did a thing. They offered me a contract. So I went there for half the season. And after that, I called it quits.
Before we actually continue, because I think that's actually a very, very interesting dynamic or conversation that we should have that a lot of people don't really talk about when it comes to like being cut and like going to city, going to the Giants and going to where else you went to? Green Bay,
Viking,
right?
Yeah.
Like as far as like just like the mental scrutiny that you had in your head, can you talk to me about that? Because
and then you broke too.
That's another thing. On top of that, so it's like you
bro.
think that you should be getting taken care of, and then but like there's a lot of like things that happen within that as far as like jumping from team to team that a lot of people don't really understand. So from the outside looking, because I play ball. So I play ball, I play semi-pro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was going to play in Lithuania, but like, I actually stayed home. Wasn't good enough for the NBA. So obviously the NBA is like winning a lottery ticket. You know what I'm saying? I could have played football, but like I don't really care about football. But like with you, yeah. So like with you is like, how did that impact your mental as far as like going to each team, getting cut, going to another team, get cut, wanting to quit, and the Angels like, yo, my nigga, like we need to do this again. No, fuck that. I don't want to do this again. Leave me alone. But like, yo, let's do it. Like talk to me about like how you felt it with that process.
Bro, it was like everything was on me. Like my city was on me. My mom was like, I feel like everything was on me. You know what I mean? Because like just coming from where I came from, everything was on me. So I couldn't give up. Like my only option was to get there, get there as in like be financially to a space where I could like, all right, mom, what we gotta do? You know what I mean? X, Y, and Z, I can help you out. That was my end goal. But
so you were basically like the prodigy of your city.
Yeah. So
okay, got it.
Like the hood. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause you had like dudes coming, they made it to the league, but they wasn't from Section
in
8,
Albany, right?
Albany, Second and Judge, like that. They wasn't from there. They ain't been through the traumas. They probably had a little hard shit. Mom split up, They wasn't there where the X amount of things.
Oh, and side note too, people need to understand there are hoods in Albany. Like I can't stand when people think that, you know what I'm saying, it's like Westchester, like, you know what I'm saying, it's all nice and all that. No. It gets active over there. You know what I'm saying? So, right?
It does,
like more than you know.
You can't even have a business in certain parts now because it's so crazy. So violent. Like these kids are reckless, bro. Like I could like, and the thing where our city's not doing the right thing is because they not putting influence into the kids. Like they need to bring people that's like us or somebody that's actually what they visualize of being to come there and talk to the kids. They want to get police officers, they want to get officials. I'm like, that kid looking at them like sideways, like, yo, like in the back of their head, they about to go back outside and trap and shoot again. You know what I mean? They not looking at like, oh, he's doing that. Yo, you making money? At the end of the day, they think about money. They on a block hustling, slinging. You know what I mean? That's what they thinking about. They ain't thinking about, oh, I'm about to be an officer. No, you gotta open their mind up, be creative with them, and then figure out, okay, you have these options. How can you get to them options? You know what I mean? That's where we mess up at. So that's my vision. That's why I'm down here hustling. That's why I'm shaking, banging, rubbing elbows with the right people. Because if I could create a funnel for where I come from to come down here, because all these kids want to play sports, they want to be around people that's making motion. So,
but back to like the whole process as far as like getting cut and all that. So just like, dive into that just a little bit because like, if you
I know we got to check, but So just, that was, that mentality was just callous. It was like callous after callous. Like, you know,
Okay.
you just building it up. So after I
Mm-hmm.
got cut, I would just never let it downplay me, because when I got out of prep school, this was the moment of testing. Because I went to prep school. Prep school was like that molded me as a man of like, if somebody comments, you know, some racist slur or whatever on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and people like, yo, how you react to it? I'm like, I've been through it. You know what I mean? I've
Mm-hmm.
been through it. We went to prep school, you know, we went down there, you dropped you off, your mom left. My mom
Mm-hmm.
cried. I was her firstborn, she cried.
Mm-hmm.
And you go down there and it's just you versus you every day.
Mm-hmm.
You living on whatever you could. My mom couldn't afford me nothing. My dad, I mean, we barely was, I mean, getting back type. And he would send me a up north pack because he went up north in New York State to the prison, locked down prison. So he sent me an up north package, which were ramen noodle, tuna, PB&J, and that's a little box,
Yeah.
little 10 by 10 sitting
Yeah.
that, and I had to stretch that. I had
Mm-hmm.
to stretch that, bro, like 3 months, stretch that. And I was going I had to cut hair on campus because I was nice with the clippers. So I
Yeah.
would cut hair and I mean make a little money that way.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't no golden child. I had to hustle every day.
So the
So
good thing, so the good
that
thing is that you like within your, I guess your process of really fighting and going through those trials and
mhm.
tribulations, even though like you definitely went through it with the cutting and then that process, I guess because you went through that,
Yeah,
it
so
made it a little bit easier,
it made it a
right?
little easier.
Because you
Yeah.
understood, because like, all right, if I can go through some cuts if I went through
Yeah, so
back in the day.
that
Yeah,
prep school experience basically prepared me
got you,
for the after effect. Even
got you.
like now, you know, it's
Yeah.
just like whatever I go through, I know how to get out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna figure out how to get out, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hustler. I'm gonna get out of it. I'm gonna figure out I got so many accolades and so much resume of like different skills
Yeah.
to give the people to make ends
Mm-hmm.
meet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that would help me, like all like the trauma or the
No,
hardship
no
built
facts.
me for that cutting. Even like when the coach came there, give you a little yellow card or red card,
Mm-hmm.
you got to go home, pack your bags.
So we're now at the point where football is like done,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
a wrap,
yeah.
right?
It's a wrap.
So what was next?
Next, I was gonna be a state trooper. So
Really? You can I be real?
Yo,
You
bro.
look like a cop, dog.
I'm like a black cop.
You look like law enforcement,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
For real.
yeah.
You look like a state trooper.
Yo,
You know what
I
I'm
couldn't
saying?
pass. My uncle's like the head trooper G of New York State. Like
Oh, shit.
he always tried to recruit me.
Okay,
But I think I'm on
okay.
my years almost over. 'Cause I think I'd be like
Okay.
33. But yeah,
Mhm.
he tried to get me. I took the test. I'm like, I'm not no fucking test taker.
Yeah.
I grew with a fucking discipline.
Yeah,
I ain't
no,
no
I got you.
test taker.
I hear
bro.
you. I
Like,
hear you. Yeah.
Nah, you know. So I
Yeah.
went home. I told my parents. Before I was going to the gym, I just broke down the car crying, like
Mm.
depressed as fuck, bro. Just like, damn, football's not it no more. Like I'm thinking, like, what's next? Now the fitness,
Mhm.
fitness. I was like, fitness is next. I don't know how I was gonna do it. I
Mhm.
took the theory of Floyd Mayweather, how he took, you know, Mike Tyson, you know, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, of all these characters that kind of shook him up and came out here with his character.
Mhm.
I did that with fitness. I was like, all right, Bradley Morris, Simeon Panda, Steve Cook, all these legendary fitness guys that was on the upcoming
Mhm.
when I was out.
What year was this?
2017,
Okay.
2018.
Got it.
So like right when I got done playing balls, like 2019, I would say I kind of made that decision.
Uh-huh.
And I went to my parents. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. Boom. They was like, really? Like they wasn't. They feel real to me. It's like, how you gonna make money on social media? How you gonna do
Yeah.
this? So I wrote down
Yeah.
a list. I said I'm gonna get a supplement sponsor. I'm gonna get a brand dance sponsor. I'm gonna get boom, 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 boom. All these sponsors. I'm like, I'm gonna get these sponsors. And
Even
then,
before you like had like your social media and everything, you just
so
internalized and manifested that.
yeah, so this is what I just came to them with before I even did anything. So
Yeah.
I was I was watching Gary Vee heavy, you know.
Mhm.
Gary Vee was my brother. You know what I mean? I ain't know him, but I knew him. Know what I mean?
Gary
So
Vee's a cool cat, man.
so-
I love Gary Vee.
I just was watching the video every morning. I would drink green tea, meditate, watch Gary Vee, and go to the gym. That was my rotation. And I was putting out content, and people back home would make fun of me. It's like, oh, why you on this app? Why you on this app? Then guess what? Everybody back home is doing what I
Yeah.
started doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's when I started realizing fitness was it. And I didn't
Mhm.
really know. Then the pandemic, everything started hitting, and my TikTok went up. This is I was just doing regular
Mhm.
videos with my friend. We
So wait, okay, I think we're going a little bit forward way too much. So let's just backtrack a little bit, okay?
yeah.
I want to talk about the time when you found out that you was
Mhm.
just Superman. Like you just knew that like you could do freak athletic stuff? Like, because
Oh,
obviously you found out, like,
that's the Bradley Martin and stuff. That's when I kind of took up, and
yeah,
then I flew out to LA.
yeah.
So I flew out to LA.
So you went to go meet him.
So I met Bradley Martin,
Uh-huh.
I met Mike Rashid, I met Simeon Panda. Everybody I named, I met them in person. And I went out there and I was telling him the story. I was like, bro, I flew out to LA. I was doing 4 workouts a day.
4
I work out with
workouts.
Mike O'Hearn in the morning at 4 a.m.
Okay.
I'll go work out with somebody that I met on social media. We do a collab. I met up with somebody that did like YouTube stunts and they would create like a personal thing on their page about you. I was all about exposure. I just spent mad money, booked the Airbnb, and just was driving everywhere networking.
Bro, and that's actually something that's really incredible because, you know, a lot of people don't really understand when it comes to entrepreneurship, like the sacrifice that you have to do in order to put yourself in front of these people. Because if you had your brand, right, and then you're like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna just do it like my own way or just do it by myself. I'm not gonna really try to like spend money or like really try to collab with nobody. If I want to be able to collab or maybe work with somebody, I gotta get paid as well too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like for you to do that, man, like definitely want to give you flowers on that because like if you never had the collaboration mentality and to also work with them, not even worry about the money, like you wouldn't be here right now. Not at all. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So, you know, it's
and what helped too, like even in being in them spaces created other opportunities. Like I was in the ask this dude, I didn't even know who he was named. Now we cool. Like he put me on to stuff we could talk about later in the pod, but you know, they put me on this thing. He was doing like a little interview on the ocean of Santa Monica Beach.
Yeah.
And I was just there, you know, we just out there doing some push-ups on the beach. And he was like, yo, I'm doing this thing, you know, would you want me to sing to you or whatever? And then that video hit like 10 million views. And then I start, you know, then others, it's kind of trickled to other stuff. Then people's now seeing my face.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So other than that, which other person that you worked out with like really put you to the next level as far as like exposure?
DDG, Deshae Frost, and like Chark and them. They was like, you know, DDG and all them. Yeah. So I went out there. I dated this girl in LA. She's like, come out here, you know what I mean? Cool. Like, I think we added value because I was on a fitness tip and she was just on a beauty tip. You know what I mean? I think we definitely
you guys coincide together.
Yeah, it was cool for temporary, you know, and that kind of like, you know, just being out there. And then I didn't really know, you know, like you don't want to push yourself on somebody, but you like, you know, you want the time coming to come, but it was a very short period of time. So he's like, he was praying like, all right, I met this person that they really click with you. Just because I was so organic. They would click with me like DG. We started banging out videos. He put me on his YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Oh, Deshae Frost, we do something. Then they like collided and did some collaboration. I was in the middle. You know what I mean? Like it was just insane. You know, like just meeting people you see, and then you start realizing you can make money off of just posting video for free. Want bananas, bro.
Yeah.
Bananas,
What
bro.
was the point when you were doing all these videos and then you were working, you know, as far as like your brand and all that? When was the time when like your following just went like, when did that happen?
So we go back. Let's go back to when I was creating my character in the fitness space. My buddy, he's my best friend now. We don't really talk every day, but we like connect like that. We support each other. But his story was very interesting. White cat from Ohio. I met him so I was watching Gary Vee, and then they had this group that's called they like travel the world, whatever. They had like this little group chat where kind of like how they have school now, but they have a group chat and you get opportunity to get in the group chat by winning. So they had a little contest of like, you come, you make a story, you send a story, you submit it into them, and they will take you to Bali, and then they will put you in a chat. I end up being like the top competitor just because of my story, just because of my work ethic. So I got into that group chat and it kind of opened me up to other. So it was like two things on social media. You have content creators and then you have people that post creativity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how like House of Highlights, they post creators. Then you got content creators, people that's actually us, you know, making content. And then it was like Gary Vee was like, all right, so you hit these people up, you get in these group chats, and then you tell the value that you have to them so they could push you out. So I got into that chat, and then you know you just networking, talking to people. It's like, all right, boom, boom, boom. and you see the following, it go from like 150 mil all the way down to like 5 mil. And you just hit up all these people. So I was hitting up all these people like, yo, I got value. I could do cool stuff. You could post my video or boost your engagement. So I started doing that. And it just, then I met my guy, Mikey. He had like, at this point in time, he worked at McDonald's. He invested his McDonald's checks into on Instagram. So he bought Instagram through a black page where behind the scenes you can buy Instagram pages. So he invested into that. And me and him became friends. And he kind of just started pushing my content, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when my content started skyrocketing because I got into groups. I met these people. Actually, the group was called High on Life.
High on Life.
They ended up dying. Shit's crazy. They ended up dying because
Wait, like all of them died?
The two main people died. Actually, three main people died.
How?
So they went to Vancouver. Vancouver got these suck holes in Vancouver, like these things, like these things that kind of suck you into it. And I guess they was hiking in the wrong spot. And literally the next month, we were supposed to go to Bali because I won that trip. I got my passport and everything. I thought I was like, damn, I'm about to meet these people. They travel for free.
Yeah.
They do online. Like everything what people doing now.
Yeah.
They was doing this because it felt like, 2019, 2020, 2018, 2019 was kind of like, feel like 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But they was doing, that's how crazy technology evolved.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's just like they was doing it before everybody started doing it. If they were still alive, bro, they'd be, where
talk about live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yeah. So that's how I blew up. Then they kind of gave me the source. And then after that, I was like one of the top people with 50K at one point. Then you hit them like plateaus, you figure out, then plateau. So yeah, he kind of.
No, I got you. And was this the time too where like you had your gym as well?
No, so I didn't even have the gym at this time. I was just doing subcontracting because I was told my cousin, I was like, yo, should I just make a little extra bread, personal trainer? He's like, yeah. Then, I started doing online training. I always had online training rocking, just a little money here and there, boom, boom. Just keep me operating, just keep a little income coming in. Then this gym was going out of business. It was in Voorheesville, New York. People don't know what Voorheesville, New York is. I'm putting them on the map right now, but it's in Voorheesville, New York.
Yeah.
These guys follow me through social media. I was like, I was the king of fitness in Albany. You know what I mean? I'm like the king of fitness in Albany. People were like, yo, this dude, because a lot of people didn't really think I was from Albany. And they're like, I was like, yeah, I'm born right here. Boom, 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 right out the slum.
Just like how you always get people to be like, oh, this is the dude that's doing the crazy shit. Bro, I saw your shit way before I met you. I'm like, who's this crazy nigga doing this fucking balancing off of friggin' beams and friggin', bars and stuff. All right, man, so this is a good conversation so far, but I have to bring up. You already know the main reason why I brought you here to begin with. I just have a dope ass conversation with you and get to know you better.
Yes, sir.
How in God's name you did these stunts?
Hey, bro, it's full sin.
All right, full sin always, full sin always. But like, man, I don't know, man. Me being 6'11", man, there's no way in hell I could do that shit. You know what's funny? I actually maybe one day I want to come to Albany. And I want to do maybe like a baby.
We could do it down here.
I got give me some time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's trying to get his body right.
Yeah. I mean, I lost the weight and all that stuff too, whatever. But like, I need to do like a baby version of what Matthias does.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
I can hook you up with
all
that.
All right, bet. So look, man. So I haven't really done this ever as far as like pulling my phone like this, but like we got to go through 3 particular, and don't worry, guys. When the video's out, you're gonna see the videos of this crazy ass man doing fucking the unthinkable.
Just
my man's out
sin,
here active. Okay, so and then the crazy part too is that one of the videos that I see right here, I believe the one that's like 1.2 million, the one in the middle.
Yeah.
I think that one is even crazier than the one you got for 3.1.
You think so?
Yes. Bruh, so let's go to the most viral one. I had 3.1. Bruh, this shit right here. How the fuck did you do this, bruh?
Hey, bro, you just had to the best way to do it was basically like, all right, cause how could we do like dumbbell stack? We was gonna do it straight up, but I was like, let's do like the pyramid. Yeah. I feel like it'd be more stable for us. I was like, all right, and we could slide in, because we use every dumbbell on a rack.
Yeah,
I think Kevin Hart, one time Kevin Hart reacted to a couple of my videos.
Word. He
was like, yo, bro, what the fuck? You could have just used those.
Gotta do a collab with him, bro.
Yeah. I think it was Terry Crews, Kevin Hart, and then another actor. But yeah, so he's like, yo, and I was just like, yo, let's do it here. Like, I could bounce.
But the crazy part is with this video is that Like, so I see like you have like plates in between.
Yeah, like little, they like hats.
So what
They
was
like,
that for? That's like more for like the foundation sturdiness.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
like
okay.
you know, you're like, oh man, we might need a little brick there. That's what we need.
Got you.
So I was like, yo, let's get up on here. So I climbed up on there, and then, you know, they handed it to me, right? So I had to like clean it, kind of clean. What was that, like a strict clean, like a strict clean press, put it behind my back, and then spin it. So it's more work doing it than actually doing it. You know
this shit is wild, bro. That shit crazy. All right, let's go back to the other one, right? All right, so this one. So okay, here's my process, right? Number one, how in God's name did you get up? How did you get up there? That's number one. Number two, how did you even balance your damn toes on the beams? No, on the
barbells.
Yeah, the barbells.
So
there we go.
So specific shoes you have to wear. Specific shoes. I had to wear my Reebok. Shout out to Reebok. They threw me some Reebok, so I put them on in. Boom. Had to swing my body up there. So I made sure it was sturdy because there was like 10 to 8 plates stacked under on a barbell to keep it sturdy. So I had to swing myself up there, and I swung one foot on there. I'm good. I knew I was strong enough, I had enough core to get my other foot on there.
Yeah.
Then my buddy I had to sink a little lower than the barbells because they had to put the bar on my back. So my buddy threw on it.
So you grab the barbell, right? And then so you gallop yourself up.
Swing. Yeah. So you swing your foot back. Like you had to swing it back, get it on there, kind of get lucky on putting it in between the barbell, because the barbell got to like scoop inside of it. Spill, boom, and then, you know, it was golden.
Yeah, this man over here just standing like, what the hell's going on here, dog?
Bro, never in my life.
Yeah, nah, never in my life either, bro. It's just crazy. Okay, all right, so we got that one. And then here's another thing too, bro. Like, bro, what's even crazier is that you need to show like the process of that, because like I feel like the videos of the process will go crazier than actually these.
Yeah.
This man is a one of them ones, man.
Yeah,
it's just wild. Okay, now let's see here. There's another one. Let's go for one last one.
With the bleacher. The bleacher is legendary.
The bleacher, I think, how I can't even find it over here because, like, you know, it's kind of deep. But like, how
on TikTok too.
Okay, it's on TikTok.
Yeah.
How viral that went?
That went dummy. Like, people were doing memes.
More than 3.1?
Yeah, like if you go on Twitter, I'm like the main Twitter meme. Like, people collage all my videos together. They like Steph Curry carried the Warriors on the back. LeBron carried the Lake. Like, people like, you know, people like, I'm the meme.
Yeah, no, I got
of like godly strength of like,
you
know,
the interesting part about that whole entire just thing, that whole operation is that how the hell you got on those tires? Bro, and then how did you balance yourself on the, like I said, guys, you're going to see the video as I'm explaining this, all right? So I got y'all. How in the God's name did you balance yourself with your core, right?
So it was,
then with the bleachers that's bigger than me.
So it was, so first of all, one tire was higher than the other slightly, by like a foot.
Of course, this man had to make this more difficult than it's
like, bro, how
it's already impossible to do it, my nigga. That you over here making shit harder. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
So we had one dude, they had to get up on there, put a plate under the other, you know what I mean, balance it out. I hopped on there. I'm like, I'm up there. I ain't even saying nothing to nobody. I'm like, yo, this shit might not work, but let's send it.
Yeah.
They put the bench on my back. I said, let's go.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
It was golden, bro. Boom. 3 squats, dumped it off, jumped off.
That's it.
Sent it. That's it. Damn. Sent it. And then we went on the court. I was like, yo, throw it on my back. When I lunged it across the basketball court at Alpha Land.
How was the lunges hard?
The lunges was hard. It was like,
because I remember we were talking about before, it wasn't the weight. It was just for you to balance it.
It's so wide.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, it's
probably like from here to
it's
like
probably
maybe at the end of the window, right?
20 feet. Probably, a little wider than this.
Probably a little wider than this.
Yeah, a little wider. Yeah, 20 feet, you know, and we had to get right in the middle.
Mm.
It probably wasn't in the middle, but I had enough power, enough strength to hold it and lunge it. That did the lunge. I did a couple squats.
Bro, and then, you know, when I was going through it, I was like, dog, all right, listen, the virality and all that stuff, that shit's crazy. My man's doing this thing. Bro, I got to ask you a question, all right? Please, you got to answer this, all right? Out of all those viral videos that you've done.
I knew it was coming.
How much we talking?
So yeah, we talking, 500K, 600K, around a milli, you know what I'm saying? Because you think about all the platforms that your videos going across to brand deals with the videos. Because then I signed a couple brand deals where they was offering a bag a month, bro. Like I was wilding. It was like when you get that first contract and you like, all right, I got it this much a month. All right, we taking trips.
No, facts.
Taking
We out of
trips,
here.
flying her in. You know what I mean?
Ibiza. You know what I'm saying? Monaco.
Yeah. That's
you know
how
Thailand.
That's how I'm moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I made some good investments
Yeah,
too.
congrats
so
on that, dog.
they was kicking back, bro. So
Jesus Christ. And that's in perpetuity too, because you still making bread off of
money
that.
still's coming.
You still making bread off
I
of
don't
that.
even count the money that's coming in. I just like over that time experience, like
excuse me, man. Excuse me, not counting the money. I forgot who you talking to. My bad.
No, now I just only do stunts if it's like a brand to reach out. Like I don't have to do stunts no more because I have so much content.
You solidified yourself with that. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, all right, bro, you don't risk your life for that shit. So if you're gonna risk your life again in some type of standpoint, a bag gotta come to it with it.
That's what I'm saying.
Other than you getting the residuals.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Then I tell him, I was like, yeah, then I want the royalties to the video.
No facts.
I mean, I
want the bag on top of the bag, on top of the bag.
Right. This is exactly it's like music. Like when somebody release a track, like with Kisses and Marv, they not like us.
Yeah.
I'm getting all the
definitely.
all the royalties.
I'm surprised you know what? I'm surprised you never done American Warrior or Ninja Warrior. Like I'm surprised you never done that before.
So I got some things in motion right now, like AGT, America Got Talent. Last year when I actually was in my motion of my viralness, they was like trying to get me out there, but this wasn't working because it was right after the pandemic. They had a budget.
Got you.
Now they like, yo, this could work. This could work. So they want to get like some of my major stunts that's like that look like an alien did it. So. I think that's gonna be the next big thing for me. You know what I'm saying? That and then a couple other good plays. Like I had people from like Germany, like news channels from like Germany, like Colombia. Like I did probably like 30 different interviews like overseas about my stunts.
I'm gonna give you an idea, bro. I think that every single health and wellness and fitness conference or whatever that's happening right now in the world, they need to fly you out, pay you a bag to just do like stunts.
That I was thinking about doing a tour.
You should.
That might be my American Got Talent.
And
spin-off.
as his host and his manager, my bad, son. As his new manager, you know what I'm saying, and his boy, we're gonna set that up. Yeah. No, for real. That'd be fire.
I think
that would be fire, bro.
We can make.
But Gymshark is coming to Miami in February again.
Bro, they was this in New York. I was up in New York.
They come to Miami. So we got to talk off air actually with both of y'all actually because so I actually got connected with the CEO.
Oh
yeah. So I got the sisters like email and stuff like that. I can make that happen.
That's what I'm talking about. We could do a tour because I just been finding I need somebody to put it together. You know what I mean? Because I can't I already got so much going on.
Mad simple, bro.
I just need
make a highlight. Actually, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna give you any idea.
Yeah. So we talk about
I was about to give him a play.
Yeah. Too much. That's too much, bro. That's too much.
Like, all this success and all like the viral moments you had and all like just the money you have made, man. You've definitely became a beacon of light to your hood. You became a beacon of light, to your city and also like, your state of Albany, New York.
Yeah.
As having that can have its ups and downs or maybe its pros and cons.
Yeah.
Whereas like, you become, the big fish in the little pond. But as you become bigger, you know what I'm saying? Like the pond doesn't become bigger, but you do.
Yeah.
So
sucking up like all the water.
Yeah, bro. No, for real. You just there. A pot of land, just chilling.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So no facts. And I do believe that every single buddy who's either successful or wants to like be successful, they need to move out of their own hometown for them to ascend. So I know we were talking about that. Like you're there. Yeah. You're there right now. So you think about contemplating, moving here to Miami and all that. Like talk to me about like becoming such a inspiration and a mogul within your city, but then at the same time, like wanting more, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you able to balance that and make sure that like you're still hungry, but then like, you're not worried about anything else?
Right. It's It's the people that don't believe me, or people that it's like the hate. The hate fuels me. Like it fuels me to be better and show people that they can't be like me. Or you know what I mean? It's like I don't like to be better, but it's like with football. You don't wish for the starter to get hurt, but if you know something go left, your time is up. What you gonna do with it? So, people want that to happen to me, but it's like I just have my morals and dialed. I'm dialed with my morals, I'm dialed with my routine. And I just feel like everybody hating on me. I know where I lock in at. So I think that fuels me to keep striving to be better and being creative because I'm in my zone.
Yeah,
I could go anywhere. I just gotta I create my space in anywhere. I just go somewhere, once I figure it out, I could create multiple businesses within my city and thrive and feel like I'm well off. I feel like I could go anywhere and create if there's a little gap, I'm gonna get in there, maneuver, shake and jug, and I'm gonna make something happen. So that keeps me thriving. The pressure, the pressure keep me thriving. The hate keep me thriving to be better.
No, definitely. And I always say that there's a theory that I have, which is called the monkey in the middle, which is you're always in the middle, but then you always have people who are better than you, or people who actually look up to you as far as like they're not necessarily like where you're at in your journey.
Right.
So being in the middle, like it keeps you having grace and not being arrogant, because it's like you're always gonna have somebody worse than you or even better than you. So for you to be able to have that mentality, you're always gonna be able to like strive for more, but not forget where you came from.
Right.
So that's very, very, very important, man.
And then let's bounce off of that Albany thing, like, cause it's like a catapult. Like you think, like I look at, not to talk about money or anything, but you look about wealthiness. And you look at like the scale of United States, not even just by ethnicity, but just by age bracket.
Yeah.
And then you do your taxes and everything. End of the year, you like, oh shit, I'm in this bracket, that 1 percentile, that 5 percentile at 26. You know what I mean? And
you realize where you at when you pay the taxes.
Yeah,
when you make that 10.
Yeah, once I figured out,
facts,
the write-offs and everything, I'm on my Trump thing. I mean, so that that kind of gave me in perspective too. It's like, wow, I can make money online, make money physical, and it kind of put me in a different perspective.
Yeah, no, definitely, man, definitely. So I know you're working, like, I want to know, as far as with Matthias, man, like what's next for you?
The great. The greatness.
The greatness.
The greatness.
Yeah.
More risk, more sacrifice is what next for me. With my gyms, I got a couple plays, and it's like the opportunities when you like step into a space of risk, the opportunities that come with it. So I feel like that kind of been momentum me business wise to be in opportunities to put yourself in more risk to have a high return. So that's why I look at it. It's like if I lose, I lose. I'm looking at like where I came from. It's like I could always get back to where I'm at.
Yeah, and you definitely have obviously a great support system with your brotherhood, and it's very important to, whenever you do take these risks, to make sure you have your brotherhood and your peoples around you, because at the end of the day, like people are so poor is that all they have is money. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have like a brotherhood or a family or something else to be able to make them like maybe strive to more, maybe think about something else that's greater than them. All they have is money. Like money is not all. And like I know if I lose it all right now, I have my peoples, I have my sisters, my brothers, my peoples, my relationships and everything else too. Like making money is not necessarily the issue, but I do believe that making money can amplify things. But if I lose it all,
it's like a platform.
It is a platform. Yeah, definitely. But if I lose it all, like as long as I don't lose my relationships, I'm gonna get back up to getting money.
That's why I like Ye, man. People hate on Ye, but Kanye, bro, like he has relationships across the world. Like people America might hate him or people whatever, but he could always call somebody because he did a favor for them back then, so they do a favor for him. That's the relationships I want. It's like, we don't even need the bag. We could just maneuver. If you got it and I don't got it, or I got it, you got it. It's like,
yeah, definitely. And to play upon, just to piggyback over what you just said, like people really need to understand and have the foresight on when you need to like get the bag or just worry about the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, so when I met you 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? I just saw like our brotherhood and also like really working on it where like I know later down the line we're gonna be making money together. Now we just came up with this idea that we can do together. That's gonna be crazy for all of us. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy for all of us.
Saying,
no, but here's the crazy part. If I would have been on some like, nah, if you come here, I need this.
Right,
You'd
right,
be
right,
like, yo,
right.
fuck this nigga.
The relationship probably ended there.
This would not be having this conversation. So, and I'm not saying that you have to do that with everybody because you need to make money. Like, we got to pay bills, but you have to understand if that particular relationship is worth way more than you just getting a transaction.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a skill that I've learned over the last decade as far as dealing with like high-end people and, and just, also getting burnt too, because when you do take those risks, it either may be good or may be bad as well. Yeah. But at the end of the day, there's no mistakes, there's only lessons. So for me, I'm like, okay, you know what? I got burnt from this relationship or trying to like put it forward without getting money. Let me see what I can do to make sure that never happens again.
Right.
So I just wanted to say that, man, you know what I mean? Because I do think that a lot of people can learn from this because it's not all about the money, but it's all about the relationships as well too. If you want to get the money, that's fine. But just remember that you doing it with certain people can have a great or adverse effect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm happy I picked the initial, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we about to get the super bag now. 2025.
Bro, people across the world, like people still like, because if you think, I don't know how many people's in the world. How many people's in the world? Like
6 to 8 billion?
7 billion?
7 billion?
Think about it. 7 billion people. And not even, it's just crazy. Like, there's just so many other people that don't know you exist that you could touch and then, affect and then go to the moon with, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we gonna definitely talk about that, man. But yeah, man, this has been a great conversation. So
thank you, brother.
Let's get into our last segment, which is called the last call.
Okay.
So the last call, I'm gonna give you a certain amount of words, and I want the first thought / word that comes to your mind. All right. Okay. Albany.
Struggle.
Football.
Lesson.
NFL.
Rebirth. That's it.
Okay. Rebirth.
I like that one.
Okay. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, definitely. The feeling when you first got cut from your first team.
Feeling relief.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
It was very, it was very. I was in my thoughts, like really in my thoughts. So I just felt like it was relief because when you make it to that level and make it to that point in life, a lot of people coming out the woodworks.
Yeah.
So
facts.
there was relief, and it's like now, it's like same thing now. People might not like me, but people also might like me because it's like I'm more. I could be me. It's my platform, so I could be me. Like NFL, you have certain. Protocols, guidelines to follow by, so you can't really be your true self. Once you be your true self, you have this belief here, you might get cut. So I definitely feel relief.
I got you, man. I got you. Your mom,
backbone.
Your first gym.
Oh man, community.
Okay. Brotherhood.
Accountability.
All right. Family.
Damn, it's a tough one, because family is very. Family could be good and bad.
Yeah,
man.
Of course.
Good and bad. I would say. I would say good and bad.
Good and bad. I'll say life.
Yeah. Life. That's
life.
a good one. Life.
Family is life. You know what I'm saying? And the last one, Matthias. And this one. You don't have to say one word.
More depth.
Yeah, my man. Yeah, we gotta get into it. You know what I mean?
Matthias. Wow, that's bro. Like my mom she tell me how she even came up with the name. It kind of just fits me because it's like in so many different lives and so many different cultures. It means like a strong, relatively person. So I would say that strong.
Cool, man.
I'm super strong, bro, because I've been through it, bro. I don't know how, some of the shit I've been through. I don't even know how I'm here, because some people I know been through stuff not as even dark as me. I have my cousin Cayenne. He lost every single his birth parents. Birth parents killed one, overdose on drugs. Was
sorry to hear that.
You know what I mean? Like I had people. When I started my brand, I grinded 65 that lost everything. And that was their last hope. You know what I'm saying? So me talking to him yo, bro, it's not you, it's the people around you. You know what I mean? So Matthias is that person.
Yeah,
that guy that's super connected to somebody. I feel like is something in somebody and I could pull it out of him and then we could grow together.
Cool, man, cool. Bro, my man, this has been great, man. I appreciate your time,
Nah,
brother.
thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. If you guys, not that you needed nothing, because man got like 10 million followers all throughout the world. If we could give like some like shameless plugs, you know what I'm saying, as far as like where people can find you.
Okay.
I guess just like your programs and everything else too, as
Okay.
far as like what you offer.
Yeah.
Floor is yours.
So, all my socials across every platform is at Matthias McKinnon. I have online training. I do online fitness. I work with a lot of non-for-profits. And also I'm releasing a book next year. The theme of the book, The Heart and the Pain. Like the heart and the pain. And it's called is one of my stunts on a book. It's called Unconventional Lifter, because that's what people name my stunts, is unconventional lifting. And I feel like that's me. I'm an unconventional person.
Got it.
You can see me, doing stuff and see me doing things, but yeah, that's me. And my quote I go by day to day: control what you could control, expect the unexpected. So that been getting me through life every day.
Yeah, my guy.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, big Bish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Only the best.